Minasan, konnichiwa, domo, domo,
Hola,
domo.
¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. No, that's Spanish. That's not Japanese. 감사합니다. 사랑해요.
No, that's Korean.
Okay, I give up. Hey guys, what's up? It's the Culture Detective here, investigating your favorite VTubers, and today I'm going to be doing a list that I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and that is my top 10 favorite VTubers. So yeah, it's I've been watching VTubers for quite some time now, honestly. I've been a fan of VTubers for quite some time now. I started watching them in early 2020, I think around February or March of 2020. I found out about them, and I've been watching it since then. So not to sound elitist, but you know, most VTuber fans started watching VTubers since Hololive EN. But me, I started before Hololive even announced the 5th gen. So you know what's up. But anyways, it's coming from me and it's a little bit biased because I don't actually watch a lot of Hololive yet. First of all, as far as VTubers go, I watch mostly Hololive. I'm not really a big fan of Nii Sanji. I've never been a big fan of Nii Sanji at all. I watch some of their videos, but not a lot. Second of all, I don't watch a lot of EN stuff. I mostly watch Japanese VTubers with subtitles, of course. Sometimes even without subtitles, because fuck understanding VTubers, right? You don't need to understand them. You just need to hear their voice. So before before we get into the top 10, here are some honorable mentions. Also, it's not really in order. I'm just gonna mention names. So here are two VTubers that I believe are really important. First off is Selen Tatsuki from Nii Sanji. It's funny because when I made this list, it was like a whole year ago, and now that I'm making this video in light of recent events between her and Nii Sanji, it's even more there's even more of a reason for me to put her on here because first of all, she speaks Cantonese. Hey, and even though she's Canadian Cantonese and I am a Hong Konger and we are different, but whenever she speaks Cantonese, I feel a little represented. Hey. Second of all, she's just a ball of sunshine in the face of adversity, and I'm so glad to see she's doing well as in her next life. So shout out to Selen Tatsuki. Another person I need to shout out is Kiryu Koko. Even though I don't watch her videos and her streams religiously, when she was around in Hololive, she made huge impact. She almost acted as a bridge between the Japanese branch of Hololive and the English branch of Hololive. A lot of people even theorize that Hololive EN wouldn't have existed without her. And her good morning motherfuckers is iconic. And she's one of the first few VTubers who literally doesn't care about rules and just swears and does lewd shit all the time. And
good morning, motherfuckers.
I'm also glad she's doing well in her next life. Then we have a series of Nii Sanji VTubers that I enjoyed watching from time to time, even though I don't watch them enough. That includes Big Face, Ars Almal, the OG queen herself, Tsukino Mito, and also her music is not bad at all. Also, she's literally insane. Also, another thing with Tsukino Mito is that she popularized the zatsudan, you know, talking and not really doing anything. Then we have Suzuhara Ruru, another legend here. She is not a No, she is. She is a human being. She's normal. Nothing to worry about.
What the dog doing?
Next up is Kagure Miya, who is an independent VTuber who desperately needs to take a shower. And finally, one Hololive VTuber that I wish I could have put on the list but can't is nakiri ayame, because whenever I have a bad day, all I need is a dose of nakirium, and then I'll be fine. So, my top 10 favorite VTubers. To start off, we have probably, if I have to pick one VTuber from the English realm, it would be Iron Mouse. There's something really admirable and commendable about Iron Mouse because she suffers from an immune system disease that sort of doesn't allow her to go outside and have jobs and stuff like that. And normally that is a huge detriment, but Iron Mouse saw that and was like, you know what, I'll just stay at home and become an anime girl. So that's what she did, and it's amazing. It just sees her persevering those limitations and still becoming one of the most successful and well-known VTubers, especially in English-speaking VTuber sphere, the industry. And honestly, it's really impressive, and I really admire her for being able to persevere against that and still be so energetic every single time.
Did you just say to me? The did you say to me? You said that Latinos can't cook?
Then at number 9, again, it's not really ranked. The top 3 is ranked though. Next up, Amano Pikami. Yeah, another VTuber who, when I made this list, she's still around, but now she's graduated and on to her next life. But let's kill the hoe. When she made that video while she was in VOMS, it was one of the biggest VTuber videos. Like, people watching it were like, oh my god, she speaks Japanese and then suddenly she speaks an American accent? That's impossible, that's crazy. But no, she is just built like that. She can speak perfect American, she can speak perfect Nihongo, and she also sounds like a kettle when she laughs. And she's also a little silly and goofy sometimes, especially in horror games, which is what makes her so entertaining.
Whoa! Don't look back, okay?
Alright, next up I have 2 Nii Sanji VTubers that I absolutely enjoy watching. My personal favorite Nii Sanji VTuber is not Japanese or English. She's in the Indonesian branch, and that's Hana Makia. Yeah, she's one of the first few Nii Sanji VTubers that I ever really subscribed to, and I don't know why, but she's just oozing personality in every single video. I remember earlier there's a video where she tries to act yandere, but she just fails because she's not a yandere, unlike Suzuhara. Never mind, never mind. But Hana Makia, she's really entertaining to watch. She gives 0 fucks about what you think, and she just is bored all the time, and she just upway. Yeah.
I didn't plan shit. I didn't plan a goddamn thing.
Apue! 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 Apue!
Then another Nii Sanji VTuber that I really like watching, even though I don't even watch that much of her, but most of the stuff I've seen from her is batshit insane, and that is Humo Tamaki. Yeah, this is one of the few VTubers who is unintentionally entertaining as hell, because she is the embodiment of chaos in Nii Sanji. She is a freaking mess. So there's one time where she would have a collab with an Indonesian guy, and she keeps mistaking Indonesia as India, so she keeps playing Indian traditional music and talk about curry.
You like Indo じゃない You like naan?
Yes, I'm not from Indo, but
There is another stream where she's singing, and halfway through the stream she just starts arguing with her brother in real life. And there are so many instances where she dislocates her jaw, and just everything happens during her streams. Whenever she makes a video, just something cursed happens, and that is just the embodiment of chaos for you. Now we are on to the top 6. All 6 of these VTubers are also from Hololive, which is the VTuber agency that I sort of watch the most. And at number 6, we have a newcomer, a bit of a newbie, you know. And usually I don't like putting newcomers on this list because they're not that experienced, you know. But this one, she's a good one. She's really good at her job. That is Kobokunu. She is so fucking funny. She's so funny. I don't know what's wrong with her, but she's so funny. Every time she's involved in a stream or some event, she shows up and she's basically the comedic relief. And every time she shows up, she pulls some trick up her sleeve.
Son of a bitch.
Son of bitch!
No, don't say that, Kobo. Don't say that.
Your voice sounds weird. It sounds like you're underwater. Is that the problem?
Then we have the sheep. We have a sheep in here, and that it's Nomaki Watame. And she is also one of the earlier VTubers I've ever found out, and she did nothing wrong. She did nothing wrong. She's just, on the surface, she seems very family friendly, and she's very gentle and soft. Because, you know, before being a VTuber, she was a kindergarten teacher, apparently. Same with Picota, who I will eventually mention a little bit later. But yeah, Watame is very family friendly. She's really kind, but she's also an oji-san who likes looking at armpits.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
And she's also like very good at making poses, like JoJo poses, for some reason. Either way, she's a funny girl. Next on the list, we have another VTuber who is actually smarter than she seems, and that is Himemori Luna. So yeah, she is literally a child, and she's been 0 years old for like 5 years already. But she is actually very freaking smart. Apparently she has a degree in computer science. She beat Dark Souls. I don't know how, but she did it. She
cutest, beautiful, genius, sexy, adult, wonderful, great, excellent, perfect, Luna.
yeah, she's very good at making takoyaki. And she's just a girl of many talents. Here is my top 3 favorite VTubers. These 3 are my 3 absolute favorites, and for very good reasons. Number 3 is Subaru. So Ozara Subaru, the duck, is at number 3. She grew on me a lot. I really like watching her videos. I mean, first of all, she's a tomboy, and that's awesome. And if you disagree with me, your opinion is wrong, okay? Second of all, her story is amazing. Maybe there have been some mistranslations, but throughout most of her childhood, she had a chronic disease that led to her hospitalized and bedridden. And then once she got out of the hospital, her house burned down and she didn't have any money. So being a VTuber was just like a temporary job just to make a few quick bucks. And because of that, she rose to the top of the industry, but also my list, because she becomes such a ball of sunshine. She is unstoppable. She is beaming with positivity and happiness in every single video. She's just infectious in terms of positivity. Also, fun fact, the CEO of Hololive is called Yago because Subaru called him Yago by accident because she couldn't pronounce his full name, which is Tanigo, Motoaki Tanigo. So Subaru is the one to thank for the name Yago. Now at number 2, of course, it's Pecora. I am a proud Noosagi myself, and I'm sure a lot of people are. She is one of the most popular VTubers for the right reasons. She is absolutely entertaining. She would show up to any stream, to any collab, and just wreak havoc. She owns a fucking monkey, and named her Jill. And what else? She's a war criminal. She just destroys everything with TNT, and her laugh is got to be one of the top 3 laughs of all times. Got to be one of the top 3 best laughs of all times. I really love the times whenever she would collab with the Indonesian VTuber Muna. She would go, "Hey Muna!" She would be like, "Hey Muna! Hey Muna! Hey Muna!" And the first time they collabed, she extorted her for some lapis lazuli. Okay. And she also had her background music, just banger. Just absolute banger. And the Peko rap is amazing, and you can't convince me otherwise. It's amazing, and yeah, the girl can dance. She can dance, so that's that. Alright, my personal favorite VTuber, my Oshi, or if you're into K-pop, my bias, is none other than Hachama. There's just something about Hachama that makes her the pinnacle of entertainment, in my opinion. And by watching Hachama, you can tell that being a VTuber is something that she's truly, truly passionate about. It's not just some side job, it's not just some side hustle. No, she loves being a VTuber. In fact, whenever I get creative block, I think watching Hachama gives me back some of my motivation. Because the thing is, Hachama is kind of like me. I started watching Hachama in 2020, and obviously because that's when I started watching VTubers. And at the time, Hachama was still in high school, or like the last year of high school in Australia. She studied in an art school in Australia, and she's actually really young compared to most other members of Hololive. She's really young. But yet she's one of the earlier ones. And if I were her, I would freak out and be stressed out every single day because I have school, I still have a lot of future, yet I have this VTuber thing that I need to dedicate a lot of my time to. But instead of, evenly distributing your time, management with school and VTubing, she just puts all her heart and soul into VTubing. Maybe not. Maybe she's just really good at time management. But what I can definitely tell is that even as a struggling high school student in a foreign land of Australia, she was still able to make tons of skits, tons of videos, and every time it just gets more and more different. She comes up with new tricks all the time.
I've always dreamed to...
Like she originally isn't even Hachama. Originally she's Akai Hato, the tsundere who says so, who's really, you know, a normal VTuber, and then she goes absolutely insane. She went psycho and turned into Hachama, who eats spiders and goes crazy, has smelly feet. And there's Hachama cooking, where she tries to give herself food poisoning every single time. There's one time where she made rainbow udon that was so gross that her viewers actually had to tell her, please don't eat it, because we genuinely care if you live or not. And then on top of that, she had a boyfriend, and it's Red-kun, and it's literally just herself. And they even like sang in a duet. And then there's this lore where her heads get chopped off and Hachama grew out of it, and it gets crazier and crazier, so crazy that I think the management of Hololive told her to stop doing these lore videos because it's getting less and less say-so, it's getting less and less, you know, corporate. And even so, even though she took like a year-long break before coming back earlier this year, you know, right now she's on this track again. She turned into a pig like last night. So she just keeps coming up with new silly things that are just so funny, just so creative, just so wild. She takes VTubers and turn it into a whole world of lore and creativity. With so limited resources, she's able to do so much, and it's just awesome. She's so entertaining because she's psychotic, and I like psychotic people, okay? Her laugh, psychotic. Her videos, psychotic. Her cooking, psychotic. She's just a psycho. Oh my god. So, yeah, these are my favorite VTubers. What are yours? Comments below, let me know. Subscribe if you want more, and thanks for watching.